Hello everyone, I'm Vesper the Evening Star, and I'll be your host today here on Vesper's Fanfiction Time. Now, today I'm doing something a little bit different on my channel. Right now, since I'm having such a hard time finding stories and getting them approved, I have no clue why it's so hard. Maybe it's the way I approach, but I've been able to get approved for these 4 stories. Not this one, but So I'm like, how about I just read one of my own that I'm working on right now and see if that works. If y'all like it, I'll keep reading it, but if not, I'll just probably stop. But let me know your thoughts in the comments section below, and without further ado, let's just jump right into this. Something Entirely New. Written by Vesper the Evening Star. Summary. Zuko was born the Avatar, unbeknownst to the world and himself. But he knows there is something strange about him, especially when some tall green lady in face paint follows him. How come no one seems to see her? Oh, and probably when his mother freaked out about him bending water. But everything is fine. It's perfectly fine. He's just something entirely new. Chapter 1. Lady in Green. Zuko remembers the first time he may have realized something was strange about him. It was a pleasant day. He hadn't seen his father yet, so he knew it would be good. He sat with his mother by the small turtle duck pond, tearing up pieces of bread, tossing it to them. He watched as the pieces soaked up water, becoming soggy and heavy. Right before sinking down, the turtle duck would get it. A smile made its way on his mother's face, watching her boy and the tiny turtle ducks. He threw the final piece in, watching as the last turtle duck went to eat it. Oh no, Zuko gasped, watching a turtle duck try to get the soggy piece that had sunk too quickly. The tiny creature seemed to look down in sadness. Zuko wouldn't stand for it. I'll help you. There. He felt a pull deep in his chest. The water needed to move. He would move the water, not noticing his mother's puzzled look as he extended his hand, palm facing down. He felt it again, the pool like a perfectly tuned string sitting in his chest, waiting to be plucked. I'll get it. He spoke, plucking on that pool that drew him in. His fingers curled inwards, and the water rippled, moving to the sides, and the sunken piece floating to the top like an inverted bowl. Brows furrowed, he held that pool. There you go. His voice laced with a smile, seeing it make a happy quack and snapping the piece in its beak. He released a breath, withdrawing his hand, letting the water slosh down. Look, Mom, it's happy. Hands frantically gripped his shoulders, bringing him to face her. Don't you ever do that again. Ursa's tone was stern, but held a note of fear that he couldn't understand. Why? You will be killed if anyone ever sees. You'll be taken away from me, and I won't be able to help you. Promise me that you'll never do that again. Her fingers dug into his skin. But promise me. The air held its breath, waiting for an answer. I promise, Mom. Ursa let out a breath she didn't realize she was holding in. Her grip relaxed, and her hand moved to cup her son's cheek. Zuko, you're so special. You don't even realize how important you are. The world will be changed someday thanks to you. She drew him in for a tight hug, not letting him see her fearful look. As her thoughts ran wild, his only said one thing. When do I tell Mom about the lady in green watching me? The only light within the dark room is the full moon. It peeks out from the balcony attached to Zuko's room. Now he should be asleep. But he can't sleep. Not when the lady in green keeps pacing around his room, muttering about something. Every now and then he'll hear a word that Mom says if he utters he won't get any dessert. He doesn't know what or how to feel about her. Some nights she paces back and forth, while other times she'll stand by the glass doors of the balcony or watch Zuko. Those are the nights that freak him out the most. Her eyes bore into him, and he often pretends that he can't see them or to be asleep. But she's always there. He doesn't know why. So maybe he should ask. The moonlight shines on the green lady as she paces back and forth. She doesn't notice how the boy rises from his bed, carefully pushing his silk sheets away, or when he slowly puts each foot on the carpet floor and ever so carefully walk his way towards her till she turns around, only to jolt in place. Golden eyes meet her earthy green ones. She can tell she startled him by the way his mouth flops open and closed like a fish. "Speak, child." "What's your name?" He gets out, words rushed out. Before she can answer, he speaks again. "My name is Zuko, although you probably know that. Oh, I hope I didn't interrupt you. I'm sorry if I did." For a long moment, she simply stares at the child before her. "Kyoshi." His nose wrinkles in thought. "Is that an Earth Kingdom name?" She nods. "Are you from the Earth Kingdom?" Another nod. "My dad says the Earth Kingdom is made of..." He pauses to find the word that he's supposed to use instead of the one his dad used. When he can't, he looks around before he speaks. "I can't say the word, but it rhymes with stick." The lady, Kyoshi, looks confused before she utters, "You mean shit?" He nods. "Kid, your dad is an asshole," she states bluntly. So bluntly that Zuko pauses in shock before warning her. "You can get in trouble if you say that, Miss Kyoshi," Zuko says, fear evident in his eyes. "Then I'll get in trouble. Don't call me miss. Go to bed." Her tone is uncaring, dismissive almost. Okay, well, good night, ma'am, Kyoshi." He doesn't look as he gets back to his bed. If he did, he would have seen her face palm. And that was the end of chapter 1. Super short, but there's a second chapter, but, just testing the waters first. So, yeah, hopefully, maybe y'all enjoyed it. I don't know if this will reach the right people, but, we'll see. And also, I want to, try and start drawing my own cover art for the fanfictions, or, editing them more than just using, Google Slides, because that is how I do my covers. So anyways, as always, have a good morning, good night, good day, good afternoon. Have a good everything, folks, and I will see y'all next time. Mwah. Bye.